YouTube, YouTube. Hey, what's going on, boys? What's going on, girls? What's going on, fellow LFC supporters, fans, whatever you want to call yourselves? Yo, let's get straight into the real business. You can see it right there. Liverpool 2, Chelsea 0 at the bridge. Took them to school. They had no answer, nothing. We came, we saw, we conquered. One shot. They had one shot or something like that. One or two shots. I remember Werner from outside the box or just on the D. That's it. Alisson had nothing to do. Light work. You know, we dominated. Yes, we didn't have chance after chance after chance, but we bossed it. We controlled the game. Chelsea looked scared. Havertz, what? Werner, who? I said, guys, I've said, and I stay by it. Werner and Havertz, right? And even like Pulisic looks. I like Pulisic, and I think he's gonna get far, but he's no Hazard yet. He's no Hazard just yet, right? At the moment, he's probably level. He's a Zaha level. He's Zaha level. Pulisic has got so much more to show. Look what Zaha did to United recently. You know, Zaha's a really, really good player. Pulisic ain't better than Zaha currently at the moment. As it stands, he's not better than him. Don't care what anybody says, you know? So, come on, let's be fair about this. Let's literally be fair about this. He's not done any more than what Zaha does. In fact, Pulisic has not even done any more than what Pepe's done for Arsenal at the moment. In fact, Pepe's probably done more than what Pulisic has done. He's just in he's just not in a better side like Pepe and Zaha. You know? Telling me Zaha didn't go to Chelsea, he couldn't do something like that. Of course he could. So anyway, let's move on. Ziyech, we yet to see Ziyech, but again, comes from the Dutch league. How good is he even going to be? I call him the Mahrez Mark II, because Mahrez was a decent winger at Leicester when they won the league. Everyone else, granted, was not very good, and he had a decent season. Kante was the standout player who had an amazing season that year. The whole system, the whole team just worked as a system, in fairness. Is Ziyech going to be amazing? We don't even know. It could be a flop. You know, it's a level up. When you come to the Premier League, it's a level up. It really is a level up. You know, telling me, some dude on Twitter was telling me about sending me stats of Werner versus Firmino, Bundesliga comparing with the EPL. Are you an idiot? Like, it's two different leagues. How you can compare the stats from the Bundesliga? Spare me. I idiot. But anyway, just to cut a long story short, I see nothing worrying about those signings. End of the day, Havertz, you come across, you've had two performances, you're still from Europe. Like, Germany's only across the border, you know, it's not too far away. The leagues are kind of similar in the sense of the directness, maybe the pace, physicality. It's probably the most similar to the Premier League out of all of the leagues, to be honest. I kind of think he should be playing better than what he's played. Look what Thiago did. He came from Bundesliga and slot straight in to the Liverpool side. He didn't look like he hadn't even played before. The guy's probably had half a training session. He probably had half of Bayern when he left to say bye-bye, right? And then he probably got another half of Liverpool before he made his debut. He comes on and he looked like he's been with us for 4 years. He doesn't even look like a new player. Just slot right in, knows what he's doing. When he came on, he had more passes that half than the Chelsea players, than each Chelsea player did in 90 minutes. So there was another Chelsea player in 90 minutes that had made more passes than him. And Chelsea fans want to tell me about how how they was matching us up until the red card. Get out of here. Get out of here. I should find that meme. Just edit it in. But yeah, guys, let's get on to it. So, as you can see, this was the team that I predicted that Klopp would go with. I thought Gomez would be pushed out to the right. And I thought Matip would come back in. Obviously, Matip's injured. But when I first saw the team sheet, I thought that maybe Matip just wasn't ready. It was too big, or it was a too big a game for him to come back and just Yeah, after an injury, you need to be brought back in slowly. So what happened then is Fabinho dropped back. And as you can see, Henderson, Wijnaldum and Fabinho in midfield. Then obviously the awesome threesome, Firmino, Salah and Mane. Front three was correct, no, but hey, everybody will get that correct. We all know Klopp's starting three, go-to front three, no doubt about it. The midfield, I feel like this would have been the midfield had Gomez been fit and had Matip been fit. I don't think too much is wrong with Gomez. I think you'll see Gomez against Lincoln in the cup, or maybe you will see, probably not actually. You probably see Bobby Camiscio. Is his name Bobby Camiscio? I don't know. You probably see Camiscio or Phillips. Maybe even Vandenberg. Kiana's gone to Wolves, so it won't be him. I reckon we'll see Camiscio partnering probably Gomez. I think, yeah, probably. But we'll see about Gomez. If Gomez is fit, then I think that Klopp kind of just outed him because he's not performing, and he just dropped Fabinho in there, which then brought Naby Keita into the picture. So obviously Fabinho not being in the midfield, Naby Keita got a run in the side. Yeah. So guys, let's just switch up all the players so we have the actual team that faced Chelsea in front of us. So first of all, we're going to drag out Matip because he is on the injury list alongside Gomez, because Gomez is apparently also injured. We put those two there. Trent came back in into the right wing. And Naby Keita came in. Fabinho dropped back. Centre of defence. Wijnaldum came. I can't remember if Wijnaldum was playing the left or the right. We'll just go for the left because he usually plays there. Actually, usually swaps. Wijnaldum usually goes here and Naby usually goes to the left, but I think Naby stayed on the right. In fairness, it doesn't really matter to like for like anyway. And Jordan just dropped a little deep. He played that Fabinho role, which I think he's excellent at, to be honest. He wins first and second balls. He uses the width amazingly. I just think with his back to goal, he's just a little bit off the pace. But yeah, I mean, I think Fabinho gets stuck in a bit more. He's a bit more physical. That's the only thing I'd say. But the organisation from Henderson is awesome. You also need him in there because he's the captain, focal point. Naby Keita got to come in because obviously the Fabinho dropping back, so we got to see Keita in there. Wijnaldum, just just doing what Wijnaldum does basically. Most people think it's nothing, but he's in there and he's in there for a reason. He's consistent. He follows orders. He's brilliant at organising, watching spaces. He does not. His ball retention is excellent. He links the play excellently. He's just a great player. Like, he's not flash or anything like that. He's just so consistent, and it's hard to explain his role. I would love Klopp to explain the role that Genie does, to be honest, just to kind of shut all the Genie do nothing kind of childish behaviour and mentalities out there. Nonsense. And obviously, Firmino, Salah, and Mane. And on the bench, we had new boy. I still ain't really nailed his name, to be honest. Tsimikas. Yeah, sounds about right. So I think we had Tsimikas on the bench. I think we had Tsimikas on the bench along with Alcantara. That was the name. The irony of that. How could I forget? The person of all people, and I forget it was Alcantara. So guys, that was the bench for Liverpool. I believe. If I'm wrong, feel free to hit those comments. But yeah, that is what I remember the bench to be. That was the starting lineup against Chelsea. Let's go for some ratings quickly. Alisson, I thought he was, he saved the penalty. Give him a 9. Van Dijk, I think Van Dijk was pretty solid, to be fair. Yeah, just kept it simple. No little back flicks or anything silly. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a. I think I'm gonna give him a 9 also. Fabinho, I thought he was excellent. Not gonna lie, he gets a 9. Robertson, solid. Didn't even Havertz just got taken off. Forget about it. No chance. I thought it was a 9 as well. Trent was decent. Like, you know, no problems down that side once again for somebody, you know, that obviously, you know, is crap at defending. So they say. But I'm gonna give him an 8.5. I think something lacked a little bit, but yeah, 8.5. Henderson, thought Henderson was excellent. I'm gonna give him an 8. I thought Wijnaldum and Keita were really consistent. Probably, I think Wijnaldum edges it just a little bit, but not enough to get like a 0.5 more. It's very, very slight. I just felt like Wijnaldum kind of did more. It was a bit more active. On the ball a bit more. Didn't really hear. I thought this was a game where, you know, with Thiago coming onto the bench, Ox right down the bottom of the pecking order, I thought this was a game where, you know, Naby would feel the pressure of Thiago breathing down his neck. And yeah, I thought that this would be, he had to really say to Klopp, look, I'm the man here. I don't know why you're bringing Thiago in. I'm about this game. I'm about this life. This is my time. And really stamp his authority on this game, but he didn't. He just, I don't know, man. He just got swallowed up by the occasion, I think. A lot of big names on the pitch. And he kind of just, yeah, he kind of drifted out the picture. But I'm going to give them both an 7.5, I think. Both of them. Henderson was an 8. Firmino got the assist. I thought he was decent. I don't think he was any better than Keita or Wijnaldum, to be fair. Although he did get the assist. 8? Or was he as good as... Yeah, all right. Let's give him an 8. Firmino gets an 8. I thought Salah was excellent. I'll give Salah a 9. I thought he was, yeah, fluid. He was causing problems. And then Mane obviously got the 2 goals, caused the initial red card, up and down. It was everywhere. Man of the match. My predicted man of the match was Gini Wijnaldum. But yeah, I think Mane gets a 9.5. If he gets the last goal, hat-trick, that's obviously a big, massive number 10 for him rating. But yeah. And then as for substitutions, we didn't see Adrian. We didn't see Tsimikas. We saw Thiago came on, strolled around the pitch like Thiago would. It just looked brilliant. He really did just look amazing. Just beautiful. And when he came on, we just dominated the play. We was just, you know, Chelsea they just relinquished, didn't they? They just gave up. They was just knew they weren't going to get anything out of it. You know, they was trying, bless them. It just looked like men versus boys. And as soon as he come on, you knew something was going to happen. And that's when we got the second. So yeah, just proper open them up. We would have scored anyway, red card or not. But that is the whole thing. Like I heard Chelsea fans talking about, I heard Chelsea fans saying, oh yeah, you couldn't score past us. Well, when we had 10 men. Well, actually, the whole point of football sometimes is to press and press and press, cause a problem, find that chink in the armour, yeah, that gives you the opening. So yeah, we didn't score, but we penetrated. We was penetrating more and more and more and more. We upped the ante. We went up a gear. And because we went up a gear, it caused you a problem you couldn't deal with, which means it gave us the opportunity then to work on top of what the problem we've created for you. And your manager couldn't manage it. So yes, we didn't score when you had 11 men, but we made you drop to 10 men. So actually, that is a goal achieved in itself, because that's the first kink in your armour. And then obviously the second kink is the goal. And then the third kink is the second goal. And then you're done. So actually, it doesn't even really matter whether that's just... There's no other ground for them to talk about. So they say, oh yeah, you didn't beat us. We was fairly comfortable the whole match. Your main boy, who you stole off of us, who's supposed to be this amazing striker, he had one sniff at goal. So it's all ifs, buts and maybes. Ultimately, they were right. I think Chelsea will get better. I think they need to lose Lampard. I don't think he's got the ability. I don't think he's got the know-how. I'm not even sure really if the team is really playing for him too tough. I think there's a lot of egos in there. I don't know. It's not my team to comment on, to be honest. So I'm just here. It's a Liverpool review, so I'm going to obviously grill them into the ground as much as possible because I am Liverpool. So yeah, Thiago was excellent. We didn't get to see Curtis Jones. Probably see him against Lincoln at some point. I'll probably start actually. Milner probably played against Lincoln as well, although he did get on the pitch and yeah, he done a nice job. Just shored it up, kept things moving. Decent. Origi, didn't get to see Origi. We saw him in the Mino, came on for Firmino. That is the if you look up a few of my other videos, I've touted that I said Firmino, Minamino was, he is the swap, he is the change for Firmino. That is the change. He is going to be the one to push Firmino, and he's going to be the one to probably take over from Firmino once kind of Firmino, I don't know, probably sold or whatever. Origi, Jota is here as well. Obviously he's wasn't in this match day squad or with the team at the moment. But yeah, Origi looks like his time's pretty much up, so you could expect to see Jota occupying that Origi bench spot. Whether we will keep certain players, Kiana, who has gone to Wolves, Brewster I think he's on his way to Sheffield United or Crystal Palace permanently. Something like that is happening. I think for this season we may hang on to Origi, Milner, and a few of the others, Wijnaldum maybe, but then next season after the African Nations Cup, I think the squad will deplete again. We'll offload a few players. I think because of the African Nations, I think maybe we will probably, and hang on to Grujic as well. Grujic is still there. Maybe we'll hang on to a few of these players just to get through that tricky period of AFCON. Shaqiri is also there as well. Obviously not in the squad at the moment. So yeah, it all looks rosy. The red card was definitely a red card. I would have probably put my money on Mane getting something. I mean, ultimately, if he doesn't tussle and hustle with Mane, Mane's fully focuses on the ball. The ball was closer to Mane than the keeper. Keeper was out of his area. So, I mean, the keeper would have to be cautious because it might not have been Christensen taking him down. The keeper may have taken him down because Mane was already close to the ball and Mane is quick. And the thing is about it is Mane can focus on the ball and get the ball past the keeper. The keeper is the one that has to be careful not to foul the player. So the keeper cannot touch him, so he has to be careful. The player don't need to worry about anything. He just needs to try to get the ball first. Whether he commits the keeper into the foul, whatever. So there was two opportunities really there for a foul to be drawn. And obviously the defender drew it. And it's a red card. I think as the rules are, it's a red card. I think that rule maybe, depending on what it is, maybe should be like a yellow and maybe like a sin bin, but that's a whole new, discussion. Like, so you get a yellow card and then you go off for like 15 minutes. Because it's not reckless tackle, but then it's kind of shouldn't really be a red. I don't know. It's a difficult one, that, but laws of the game at the moment say that's a red card. Then okay, it's a red card. The assist from Roberto Firmino, Mane, excellent, and his other goal was also excellent as well. The Kepa mistake, all right, it's a mistake, but we play that way. We know Christensen and Zuma aren't the best with the ball at their feet. Zuma really isn't actually. I think he's pretty solid when he's just got to defend or he's got time on the ball. But I think he does drop to sleep now and again. And yeah, Kepa just got caught kipping. No two ways about it. Mane capitalised, but that's what we do. We push up and we cause those things to happen. We sense those things as part of our play. If we can't break you down, we can force you into a mistake. And yes, Chelsea fans will go, we made two mistakes or they were mistakes. No, yes, you made mistakes. We forced you into making the mistakes. Yeah, both of those mistakes were forced. Mane forced himself into being fouled, and Mane forced Kepa into making a mistake. They're forced errors. So yeah, I think my prediction was 2-0 actually. So I think I got that right, or was it 2-1? Not sure. Can't remember. My man of the match was Wijnaldum. Actually, man of the match was Sadio Mane. My goal scorers, I think I went with Mane and Salah, didn't I? I think. Can't remember. I'm a bit bad at this. But yeah, Mane it was. So guys, we move on to midweek, and we are playing Lincoln City in the Milk Cup. As you can see there, far left, the Milk Cup. Lincoln versus Liverpool. We are away, and probably expect to see a side probably of kids and youth, to be fair. But let's just quickly put out a random side that we probably may see. So let's start off with goalkeeper. So we swap out Alisson. We're bringing Adrian. Van Dijk, I don't even think will be in the squad, to be fair. So he'll be dropped from the squad. Nico Williams will come in at right back. I think Trent will be on the bench, I reckon. Let's just keep him there. Nico Williams, because Trent's a man where, something can happen. Now, we do have a little problem at centre back. Can Tsimikas do something? Does he play left centre back? Because it could be a thing where he fills in with Fabinho there. However, if Fabinho is preferred to Gomez at the moment, then Fabinho may be kept partner Van Dijk in the next league game, which would mean that Gomez will be rushed back to partner the Tsimikas, which means Robertson would have to play, which isn't ideal. So I got a feeling maybe Van Dijk or Fabinho will partner Gomez. And I've got a feeling it's probably going to be, if we're playing Arsenal as well next week. So if you can avoid Van Dijk and Fabinho playing, yeah, because of Arsenal, then I reckon Gomez plays and maybe Tsimikas starts in centre of defence. I heard rumours that he's not too bad at centre defence. But against Lincoln, like Wijnaldum could drop in, Henderson could drop in, but you don't really want to play those players against maybe it'll be Danny Kamisha. Let's go with Danny Kamisha. Let's see. It might be Phillips as well. But yeah, let's go with these two. Let's be optimistic. Danny Kamisha and Joe Gomez. Tsimikas at left back. I'm sure he'll play at left back. We've got a nice squad coming together now. Very, very nice squad. Jordan Henderson, I think, will be on the bench. I think Thiago is going to play. Is Thiago going to play? I think he's going to play. I think he's going to get a half or something. Let's go for it. Imagine that. You play for Lincoln and then you're going to go and play against Thiago. You just won the Champions League. He's on the opposite team. Imagine that. That's insane, isn't it, guys? That is insane. I think Naby will probably play, but I also think he will play alongside Thiago. I can see Taki playing as well, spearheading the attack. I think Salah will be on the bench. I can also see Milner playing, so we'll go with Milner, Thiago, Curtis. We've got a nice squad, and maybe Mane still starts. Maybe Mane still starts. He's in a good run of form. If he doesn't, he goes to this side, and then maybe Origi comes on here. So maybe something like this, I reckon. We're gonna have Robertson and Trent on the bench. I definitely think Trent will be on the bench, and I think maybe Robertson is actually, because if things aren't going well, and I don't, or maybe one of them. Yeah, maybe one of them, because I can't see that team that you see on the pitch now losing or drawing with Lincoln. There's no way. So we wouldn't even need to change out our wing backs to get the lines going, and find a bit of the system that we used to play in. I don't even think we will need them both, because you've got Thiago. it's more good. It's more than good enough. Mane, it's more than good enough if they even play. I can see Mane even being on the bench as well, and Elliott starting. And you might even have Jones here, to be honest, and then another midfielder. Maybe Shaqiri plays there if Shaqiri is even fit. Yeah, that could even be a thing. So, you know, we've got such a nice squad, guys. So look, Shaqiri can even play in the midfield there. Or better still, we could have Minamino? Yeah, Minamino there. And then have Shaqiri kind of here. I mean, I even like that. Or we could go with this. I think this is probably the best, to be honest. Have Shaqiri this side, then Minamino through the middle. Look at that side. That's a really, really good side, isn't it? I mean, obviously the most inexperienced is Danny Camiscio, but next to Gomez, then he's quality as well. To Tsimikas. You know, we already know about Nico Williams. And then obviously the man in front. My God. It's amazing. That's amazing, isn't it? It really is. It's an excellent team. So yeah, drop from the squad. We're gonna go with Van Dijk, go with Fabinho. These two are injured. Oxton. I'm gonna go with, definitely need a defender. And I think it's gonna be Trent to sit on the bench. So who? Salah, Mane will be on the bench. I think Wijnaldum will be rested. I don't think he'll be on the bench. So I think Trent will be on the bench. I think Henderson might be rested. Yeah, I'm gonna rest Henderson. So Henderson's rested. Actually, he went off with a bit of a thigh strain, so actually he can go on the injury list at the moment, because we don't really know what even the deal is with him. He could actually be injured. So let's just put him there for now. He went off. And then Divock Origi, I guess, makes the bench. So what have we got? Firmino, Mane. We got no midfielders. We need a midfielder. So maybe Wijnaldum. Too many strikers on here. One of these guys isn't going to play. Maybe Salah won't play. Naby Keita. We need another midfielder. Although Trent could probably play midfield. Maybe Henderson will be fit. I'm going to get rid of Salah. And I'm going to bring Wijnaldum back. Just for the bench. Because we need another midfielder in. There's too many strikers. Maybe Divock doesn't get... Divock will play. Maybe Shaq. Maybe... See, I like this team. I like this team here. I like it. But this probably won't be the team, obviously. And I like Shaq. But I got a weird feeling Shaq's not going to play. So then I feel like it might be something like Shaq will either be out of the squad or he'll be on the bench. I feel like Divock didn't play last game, so I feel like Divock will probably start. So I'm going to go with that, even though that's not my favourite side. So yes, guys, I'm not sure I'll do a post-match review of this game. Just depends who's playing. Maybe I'll see. Otherwise, you can just look forward to the Arsenal preview. Probably look to release it on maybe Thursday or Friday. So keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe or just hit like so you can stay in the algorithm of my videos. So guys, that has been the post-match review of Liverpool versus Chelsea, our 2-0 victory and debut of Thiago Alcantara. And the preview match for the Milk Cup game away to Lincoln. Guys, I've been with Mr. MC Ninja, and I will see you soon. Let's do this.